Have you ever looked in the mirror, loved your outfit, and still felt like something was off? Maybe you looked shorter than you remembered. Maybe your clothes felt heavier somehow. Or maybe an outfit that used to make you feel elegant suddenly made you feel invisible. Here's what surprised me when I first learned this. For most petite women over 60, the problem isn't your age. It isn't your body. And it certainly isn't that you've lost your sense of style. The real problem is that your clothes may be creating the wrong proportions. And once that happens, even beautiful pieces can make you look shorter, wider, and older without you realizing why. The good news? You don't need to lose weight, wear uncomfortable heels, or replace your entire wardrobe. In today's video, I'm sharing 6 stylist-approved secrets that can instantly create the illusion of longer legs, better balance, and a more polished appearance using clothes you may already own. And stay with me until the number 1 tip, because it's the same principle many professional stylists rely on when dressing petite women for magazine photos and television appearances. Once you understand it, you'll never put an outfit together the same way again. Before we jump in, if you're a woman who believes style should become easier, not harder, after 60, you're in exactly the right place. Every week here on Stylish Beyond 60, we share practical style tips designed specifically for mature women who want to look elegant without chasing every trend. And I'd love to know, how tall are you? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious how many of our viewers are fellow petite women. Now let's uncover the first mistake. Number 6, the color mistake that quietly shrinks your height. Imagine 2 women wearing exactly the same pants. One looks graceful and elongated. The other looks noticeably shorter. The difference isn't expensive clothing. It isn't body shape. It's color placement. Here's what most women don't realize. Your eyes naturally stop wherever they see a strong contrast. So if you're wearing a bright white blouse with jet black pants, your outfit creates a bold horizontal line right across your middle. Without realizing it, you've visually divided your body into 2 equal halves. That's why so many petite women say, "I don't know why this outfit isn't flattering." It's not the outfit, it's the interruption. Now, before you think this means wearing all black every day, let me stop you right there. That's one of fashion's biggest myths. Professional stylists rarely rely on all black alone because softer color combinations often look fresher and more sophisticated, especially as our skin tone naturally changes over time. Instead, think in families of color. Soft navy with medium blue, ivory with cream, camel with warm beige, dusty rose with blush. The closer those shades are to one another, the more naturally the eye travels from your shoulders to your feet. And that simple visual flow creates one powerful illusion. It makes you appear taller without anyone realizing why. Here's another trick that's almost too simple. The next time you wear a cardigan or blazer, leave it open. Those 2 vertical lines down the front quietly guide the eye downward, making your silhouette appear longer and slimmer. Tiny adjustment, remarkable difference. And here's something I wish more women knew. The goal isn't to hide your body. The goal is to stop interrupting it. Once you understand that, getting dressed becomes so much easier. But surprisingly, color isn't the biggest mistake petite women make. The next one happens before you even fasten your jacket, and it changes where people think your legs begin. Number 5. Your outfit is deciding where your legs start. This next tip completely changed the way I looked at clothing. Have you ever noticed that 2 women can be exactly the same height, yet one somehow appears several inches taller? No, it's not an optical illusion. It's styling. Professional stylists talk about something called your visual waist. In simple terms, it's the place where your outfit tells the eye your legs begin. If that point sits too low, your legs instantly appear shorter, even though your body hasn't changed at all. That's exactly why low-rise pants are so difficult for many petite women. They pull your visual waist downward, making your torso look longer while your legs appear shorter. Instead, a comfortable mid-rise or high-rise pant gently lifts that visual starting point. Suddenly, your proportions change. Your legs seem longer, your posture appears stronger, and your outfit feels more intentional. Now here's where many women accidentally undo all of that progress. Their jacket. If a jacket ends right across the widest part of your hips, it creates another horizontal stopping point that draws attention outward instead of downward. A slightly shorter jacket ending near your natural waist does exactly the opposite. It reveals more of your legs and instantly lightens your silhouette. Even your belt matters. A very wide belt in a contrasting color slices your outfit in half. A slimmer belt in a similar shade quietly defines your waist without stealing attention. The interesting thing is that none of these changes require shopping for an entirely new wardrobe. They're simply smarter ways of wearing what you already own. If these first two tips have already changed the way you're looking at your closet, consider subscribing. Every week we share timeless style advice, confidence-building fashion ideas, and simple wardrobe strategies created especially for women over 60 who want to look polished without spending a fortune. Now let's talk about something almost every petite woman owns, and almost every petite woman accidentally buys in the wrong proportion. Number 4. When beautiful clothes overpower the woman wearing them. Have you ever fallen in love with a sweater in the store, only to get home, try it on, and wonder why it looks so much better on the mannequin? It's frustrating, and it's rarely because of your body. More often than not, it's because the scale of the clothing is competing with your frame. This is one of the easiest mistakes to make, because we're often told to focus on size. But size and proportion are two completely different things. An oversized floral print may be beautiful. A giant tote bag might be practical. A chunky necklace may look stunning on display. But when several oversized pieces come together on a petite frame, they begin competing for attention. Instead of noticing you, people notice the accessories. Professional stylists always ask one question. Who's the star of this outfit? The woman or the clothes? The answer should always be the woman. That's why medium-sized prints often create better harmony than oversized patterns. A structured handbag that's proportional to your frame usually looks more elegant than an oversized carryall. Jewelry doesn't need to be tiny, but it should complement your features instead of overpowering them. Then there's fabric. This is one detail that quietly separates an average outfit from an expensive-looking one. Bulky fabrics naturally add visual weight. Fabrics with gentle movement skim over the body, creating softness and elegance without making you disappear inside your clothing. The next time you're shopping, try asking yourself one simple question before heading to the checkout. Do I notice the clothes first, or do I notice myself? That one question can save you hundreds of dollars in purchases you'll never truly love. And don't go anywhere, because we're about to talk about one item every woman puts on before leaving the house. It's also one of the fastest ways to make your legs appear longer or shorter in just a few seconds. If you've made it this far, you've probably realized something important. Looking taller has very little to do with your height. It's about removing the little visual distractions that quietly work against you. And the next one starts at your feet. Number 3. The shoe detail that can instantly shorten your legs. Think about the last pair of shoes you bought. What made you choose them? The color? The comfort? The price? Very few women ask themselves one question that professional stylists ask every single time. What is this shoe doing to my proportions? Here's why that matters. A thick ankle strap creates a strong horizontal line that tells the eye, stop here. Instead of seeing one long leg, the eye suddenly breaks at the ankle, making your legs appear shorter. The same thing happens when your shoes create a sharp color contrast. Dark shoes with very light pants, bright white sneakers with dark trousers, or black shoes paired with a nude-colored dress. Each combination interrupts the visual flow you've worked so hard to create. Instead, try matching your shoes more closely to your pants. If you're wearing a dress or skirt, a shoe close to your skin tone can create the illusion of longer legs. Now here's a detail almost no one talks about. The shape of the toe. A softly pointed toe, or elegant almond toe, naturally extends the visual line of your foot. It's subtle, but it makes an outfit look longer and more refined than a very rounded toe often does. And then there's something called the vamp, the part of the shoe that covers the top of your foot. A lower vamp reveals just a little more skin, which quietly lengthens the appearance of your legs. It's one of those tiny details that separates shoes that simply look nice from shoes that truly flatter a petite frame. The best part? None of these changes require sacrificing comfort, because elegance should never hurt. Number 2. The secret that makes affordable clothes look expensive. Have you ever admired a woman wearing a very simple outfit and wondered why she looked so polished? Maybe it wasn't the color. Maybe it wasn't the brand. And chances are, it wasn't because she spent thousands of dollars. It was because her clothes fit beautifully. This is where many women accidentally waste money. They keep buying new clothes, when what they really need is a better fit. Let's start with your neckline. Many women naturally reach for higher necklines as they get older. But here's the surprise. A neckline that's too high can make your neck appear shorter and your upper body look heavier than it really is. A gentle V-neck, an open collar, or a graceful scoop neckline creates vertical space that naturally draws attention to your face. It's one of the simplest ways to make an outfit feel lighter and more elegant. Now look at your sleeves. If they extend over your hands, they can make your arms and your entire frame look smaller. Bracelet-length sleeves reveal your wrists, one of the most delicate parts of your body, adding a subtle touch of elegance without trying too hard. Then there's tailoring. This is one investment that pays for itself over and over again. Imagine buying a beautiful blazer at a reasonable price. Now imagine shortening the sleeves, shaping the waist just a little, and making sure the shoulders fit perfectly. Suddenly, it looks custom-made. The same is true for trousers. When fabric pools around your ankles, it creates visual weight. A clean hem that lightly touches the top of your shoe creates a longer, leaner silhouette. Here's something worth remembering. Expensive clothing doesn't create elegance. Thoughtful fit does. Before we reveal the number 1 styling secret, don't leave just yet. Everything we've covered so far helps improve individual pieces of your outfit, but the final tip is the one that brings everything together. Once you understand it, you'll start seeing every outfit through completely different eyes. Number 1. The rule that changes every outfit. If professional stylists could teach just one lesson to every petite woman over 60, this would probably be it. It's called the rule of thirds, and it's far more powerful than most people realize. Here's a simple example. Picture yourself standing in front of a mirror. Your top ends halfway down your hips. Your pants sit lower on your waist. Without realizing it, you've divided your body into 2 equal sections. Oddly enough, equal halves often make us appear shorter. Now imagine a different outfit. A slightly shorter jacket, high-rise trousers, or a blouse with a gentle front tuck. Suddenly, your waist appears higher, your legs look longer, and your entire body feels more balanced. That's the rule of thirds. Instead of creating a 50-50 split, you're creating a 1/3 and 2/3 relationship that naturally feels more graceful to the eye. You'll notice this everywhere, once you know what to look for. In fashion magazines, on television, even on women whose style always seems effortlessly elegant. The wonderful part is that you don't need to buy a single new piece to use this principle. You simply begin combining your clothes differently. And sometimes that's all it takes to transform an entire wardrobe. Bonus: 3 habits stylish petite women share. Before we finish, here are 3 habits I've noticed among women who always seem polished, regardless of their budget. First, they don't buy something simply because it's on sale. They ask themselves, can I wear this with several pieces I already own? If the answer is no, they leave it behind. Second, they don't hide inside oversized clothing. Comfort is important, but comfort doesn't have to mean losing your shape. The most flattering clothes gently skim the body rather than clinging to it, or swallowing it. And finally, they see tailoring as part of the shopping process, not an extra expense. A simple hem, a shortened sleeve, or a slight adjustment at the waist can completely change the way a garment looks and feels. Sometimes the smallest improvements create the biggest transformation. If there's one thing I hope you remember after today's video, it's this. Being petite isn't something you need to fix. And turning 60 certainly isn't the end of great style. In many ways, it's the beginning of dressing with more confidence, more intention, and a much better understanding of what truly flatters you. The goal was never to make you look taller, just for the sake of height. The goal was to help your clothes reflect the confident, elegant woman you've become. Because true style isn't about following every trend. It's about knowing yourself and dressing in a way that lets your confidence shine before anyone notices your outfit. If today's video gave you even one idea you're excited to try, I'd love to welcome you to our stylish Beyond 60% community by subscribing. Every week, we share practical, timeless style advice created especially for women who believe elegance only gets better with age. Now tell me in the comments, which tip completely changed the way you think about getting dressed? I read every comment, and your insight could encourage another woman who's been struggling with the very same challenge. And if you know a sister, friend, or neighbor who's always saying, "Nothing seems to look right on me anymore," share this video with her. It might be exactly the confidence boost she needs. And before you go, don't miss the video on your screen now, where I'll share the wardrobe mistakes that quietly add years to your appearance and how to avoid every one of them. I think you'll be surprised by how simple the fixes really are. And I'll see you in the next video.